Welcome back to Sacred Therapy, guys. We are doing Gemini's love and career reading. Okay, Gemini is the communicative, they are ruled by planet Mercury. These zodiac readings, guys, just as a friendly reminder, since it's been a minute since I posted them, and I did forget to say this for Virgo, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. Okay, any significant planet placements that are in your birth chart, you can be here for this reading. All right, we are going to move into career first. I don't have a whole ton of recording space, so we are going to just dive straight in. I'm going to slide the love reading over here. So, this is career, that's love. We will get to that. And we are going to jump right in with these overall arching themes for both readings. Okay, so the extrovert, your extroverted energy, and your Leo placements could be having a significant effect on your career and love life at this time. Leo also rules the sun, so your sun sign placement is very significant. And then Libra, the beautiful minded, so you may be worried about fair. You may also be battling with polar opposites, as Geminis are represented by the twins for a reason. So the beautiful minded, and we also have bottom of the deck energy on my zodiacs with old karma. So old karma is something that you are dealing with. Also, south node of the moon could be very significant to what you are currently going through in your career and in your romantic life. All right, so we're gonna dive straight into these charms for career. Yeah. And I'm looking and I'm seeing communication. So, how you are communicating with people is very significant in your career. You need to make sure that you are not taking things too personal. I know this is time that we spend away from our families, dedicating, to something that we're passionate about. So, just make sure you're communicating with integrity. I am getting that here with very extroverted and the beautiful minded. And they do love your ideas as well. So just make sure that you are presenting them in a way that has the highest impact for all of those involved. Being mindful of the messages that we are delivering. I feel like you are getting the keys. We got two keys in here. I am going to show them both to you guys. So there's this first key. Like something is growing. So I feel like you may be getting a leadership position or in a leadership position in your career. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, and here is the other key. And I'm also seeing, so a fire sign could be significant to your career success. I'm seeing specifically Aries. Your energy that you're bringing to work may also play a key role in your success in that field. All right. Yeah, and exactly, I see an opportunity growing here for you with this tree. So you may be working in the environment, doing something with nature, with agriculture, perhaps plants or living organisms. Biology is very important to you. Okay, intelligent. I love that. Um, yeah, I'm seeing you could also be in, protect and serve type of career field. You may be helping people. Make sure that these are aligning with your core values while you're protecting and serving, okay? Make sure you are showing up. Yeah, again, here with this tree, make sure you are showing up in ways that are, aligned with your community values and with respect to, other people's lives, okay? I see you're very compassionate, Gemini, or tapping into that exactly with this huge heart space. So you do love what you do. as far as your career. Again, this is a general read, guys, so the specific field that you are in may differ, all right? Yeah. Um, you may do something with animals. I'm seeing veterinarian, something with the animals, the environment. So you may really be passionate about the world, clean air, clean water, clean food, you know. Yeah. And I'm seeing here, like, again, plants. So, again, plant biology could also be significant. We have leaves. So, you may be considering leaving a position, or maybe you had to leave a career that you were passionate about, and you are coming up with new ideas, new ways to implement what you're passionate about doing. Okay, so I'm going to toss these back in our charm bag for the career reading, because we're going to get some tarot and see if we can shed some light on what is going on in your career. Yeah, there is divine judgment here in your career. So spirit has been taking the reins a bit when it comes to your career. All right, and you may be feeling like there is, this may be showing up in the 3D for you in ways that you do not like, here with this, this devil angel, devil versus angel, good versus evil on this card. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini, I feel like you're in a unique place where you're exploring, like I said, different options, different ideas. You're trying to maybe settle yourself in where you want to go in your career. If you haven't decided already, or if something that you were doing did not work out the way that you expected it would. All right, yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, I'm seeing a shift with this divine judgment. So, I feel like you just had an epiphany. And I love this Seven of Wands energy here, because this represents conflict. But you see how none of the conflict is actually touching this person's heart space. So, I feel like you are acting the calm in the chaos right now. Yeah, because I feel like you've made the decision to let go and move on from what is no longer serving you. Like, you know exactly where you stand personally. So all of these other contradictory views, that's pretty much their business at this point, right? Letting other people be responsible for where they stand, you know what I'm saying, and making allowances for that by letting go. And that's a good place to be in, because bottom of the deck energy, we have the Lovers. So you are creating harmony within your work environment. You also may be drawing to you. I know a lot of people don't mix business and pleasure, it's a little bit taboo, but I feel like you are meeting your match through work. All right, we're gonna get some more cosmic insights, because I tried to get y'all some more tea, but these four cards right here with this bottom of the deck energy is the only one that came out. So let's get these cosmic insights. Yeah, commitment. Things are getting serious between you and this lover, okay? So maybe you feel like you and this person had some type of old karma that y'all had to sort through, or you were paying some sort of karmic debt within your career. Take what resonates, guys. People of all faiths are welcome here. So it does. The specifics of this may not, hit hard, but the generalization will, or you'll get your own, interpretation of the cards coming to you. And I feel like you are making a commitment, yeah, to moving on. Yeah, for this position that was going against your internal, self, your internal heart space, right? You're moving on from accepting any options that don't align. Yeah, moving on from these narcissistic, someone is too full of themselves, right? Someone is unavailable and a waste of time. So perhaps you realize you were talking to brick walls in your career field, and you decided that that's something that you need to move on from. And this could have been involving a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Or your significant other could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and maybe um, you wanted to commit with them, but you had to move on because one of them was a narcissist, or they were acting very low frequency, in a very unhealed narcissistic type of space. We're gonna get some messages from, some insight messages on spirit. Yeah, because it's talking about somebody is pregnant, somebody is expecting here, bottom of the deck energy with this Lovers card. So I'm not sure if this was a conflict of interest. Maybe some of y'all got into some hot shit at work here with this right here, this conflict of interest, even though you were following your heart, okay? And maybe, that kind of messed up your reputation at work. Maybe folks are thinking that you're a narcissist. Yeah, because now there's an imbalance here between whomever you got pregnant. Like I said, you might have been in a leadership position. They may have worked for you. Yeah, someone is expecting here. Yeah, so maybe you happen to repress this news. Or maybe it's they want commitment and you wanted to move on. Something is being repressed as far as in your career. All right. Something that you're going to have to let go of. Yeah, with these burden of tears. Your actions will not make sense to everyone. Okay, your choices will not make sense to everyone. This goes for career, this goes for love. So you need to let go of these burden of tears. Yeah, moving on from that. There needs to be, with what you're repressing, things are getting serious. So you can't just repress this, all right? That's not going to fall into alignment with what you want. It's going to cause you to have to let go of things. Yeah, and this is a karmic lesson that you are learning right now in your career. Unfortunately, bad things happen to good people, good things happen to bad people, you know what I'm saying? There's a lesson in it here that you need to take a look at that has something to do with this narcissistic qualities, and perhaps maybe you yourself were being too full of themselves, because I don't believe in, trying to control other people. So make sure you are taking a look into the mirror, and spirit is saying soon. Soon this decision is going to have to happen, right, with this letting go. Yeah, because you have to do what is best for you. Bottom of the deck energy over here. Yes, understanding that you might have thought that this is your significant other, but if your partner is unhealed, if you are dealing with an unhealed water sign, understand that this may show up as a karmic relationship. And this karmic relationship can affect your career, can affect your position, it can affect your money. You damn right it can. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Let's get some mudras. Again, if you guys are if you are deaf or hard of hearing, these are not sign language, okay? These are mudras, M-U-D-R-A-S, all right? So you can look up, the science behind that, the mythology, the symbolism behind it, and where it comes from for yourself. Yeah, Spirit is saying a part of this karmic message, this karmic lesson, is for you to learn self-confidence and be sure of yourself. When you are understanding that somebody is in this low vibration frequency and does not match your energy, you need to stand on that and be sure, right? I know some of y'all are like, but it's too late. Like, they already expecting, we already did the deed. That's a part of the karmic, you know what I'm saying? You can't undo what has already been done, right? You can only move forward, learning the lessons which we had to learn, right? Yeah, decision. I chose well. I choose well, yeah. Part of choosing well is understanding what not to choose, what not to choose to do in your career. Maybe for some of you guys, you didn't have that boundary of not mixing business with pleasure. You are learning why that is a rule now in most places. You know what I'm saying? Some of my air signs can be kind of stubborn and try to learn things on their own. Yep, confidence. We have confidence twice. Faith. Yeah, you need to be confident in those decisions and not repress your authentic truths, to even get ahead in your career, to explore your options, right? Even if you are following the heart space, I feel like you're making inner peace. By being still, okay? Moving on from these burdens, all right? Really kind of getting creative with what options are available to you and thinking outside of the box, right? Security, because something interesting about conflict for my air signs is it will show you what you are made of here, the security, that you are in good hands. That spirit has been giving you these nudges all the time. And yeah, the awakening can be rude sometimes, especially in the 3D. It can shake shit up. But sometimes shit need to be shook. Okay? Yeah, healing, let it be. Sometimes you've done all that you can do in a particular situation. And sometimes the only thing that you can do now is to release it, let it go, let it be. Yeah. Yeah, because if not, it becomes a part of something holding your drive back with spirit talking about get going. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, get going because there's friendships here. There's genuine friendships here with the lovers. So for some of you guys, I'm also seeing an alternative, like where you had options at work and maybe you went with the wrong one. I'ma just warn y'all, if y'all are trying to be friends with an unhealed narcissist, you are still bunking your head up against that brick wall. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Release it. Let it go. Cut it as much as you can, because if there's going to be a baby, then there's going to be a baby, but you also need to understand people be lying. So make sure y'all get a DNA test. Yeah. Connecting this. I belong. Spirit is still going to get you where you belong. Some of y'all need to hear that in your career and in your love life. Spirit is going to get you where you belong, but you have to let go of what does not belong with you in order to receive it. Okay? That goes for career, that goes for love. Okay? All right. Sometimes we can be hard headed and learn things the hard way, Gemini. And sometimes when you're of two minds about something, you're pulling the chaos right to you. So you need to get all the way on one side, being in that space of eternal inner conflict is not going to serve you in your career or in your love life, okay? So you need to move on from that. All right, you need to balance out your own shadow with your own light space as well, okay? By tapping in to your heart. All right? And you also need to understand when you are the problem, right? When you are acting like the lover here, the Gemini, you're showing up in your own reading too. Right? The lovers is the Gemini card. So you may have big plans. All right. Make sure you're not the one being a martyr. You're not the one, being the narcissist. You're not the one causing the conflict. All right. Sometimes we have to take a good long look in the mirror. All right. Let me do this. Yeah, because we want to transition over into the Yeah, the love reading at 2000. Career. Hold on, guys. Trying to get my timestamps on here. Okay. All right, let's run these charms, okay? So we are switching over into your love reading here, Gemini. If you do not watch the career, they do sometimes bleed together, so you're welcome to watch the career piece. There was some lover stuff going on, some very much big boy tea over there in that career reading. I might want to check that out. Let me get some of this water real quick. Okay. Yeah. The first thing I'm seeing is your faith in love. What you believe about love is very key into the quality of your love life, into the quality of relationships and the connections that you have. So, faith or spirituality, take what resonates, guys. All is welcome here. As long as we remain respectful, we're all on this healing journey and in this, human experience together. And there is two spiders. So, the spider animal spirit may be very significant. Y'all may need to search this as well, but I am seeing that there is maybe two entities. You need to be watching what webs that you are weaving with the things that you are saying, how you are showing up in love. Okay, got one spider. Grab the other one. Yeah, and two spiders. So kids could be significant because this spider is a lot smaller than this other one. Is it? Oh no, they're the same size. Okay, yeah, we got two people that are weaving, and spirit is also trying to help weave this. So make sure that you are inviting spirit into your love life, okay? And you're not just trying to run that show by yourself. Again, we have lots and lots of messages here with the moon tapping into your emotions. Stepping into the unknown is scary, okay? But spirit has your back. So some of you are spiritual and not religious. Again, your faith plays a role in your love life. What you believe about love, what you believe, the quality of your love life that is attainable, that you are capable of, you are going to draw that exactly right to you. So spirit is showing up with two wheels. You cannot get anywhere if you're weaving two different storylines, living in two different places, and you have two different selves trying to drive the narrative, then they're going to clash. So you need to make sure that your 3D weaves and your 5D weaves go together, okay? And you can do that by, having faith on all of those levels, right? Okay. Here with watching, yeah, these feathers are showing up. So make sure you're looking into the bigger picture. Some birds may be showing up as signs of synchronicities for you. Again, communication is key. Watching how you're talking to yourself, watching how you are moving. Yeah, and make sure that you are tapping in to your own Kundalini chakra, your own healing when it comes to love. A lot of people like to look outside of themselves, what other people are doing in their relationship. They did me like this. Make sure you are using I statements. All right, make sure you are really looking at you. That's not saying you can't hold people accountable, you can't speak your mind or express yourself. What I'm saying is you cannot control those things. So understanding how you are when you are showing up in friendship and in partnership, because trees communicate with each other, they show up for each other, they work as a network. So understanding how you network when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, this can be family, friends, platonic, and romantic, okay? Yeah, because I see you trying to show up in a way that's protecting and serving. Make sure you are not just protecting and serving yourself, because Gemini can be very selfish. They can be of two minds. All right. You guys are a jumble of paradoxes. Okay. Yeah. And it's all right to be your own unique, weird self as long as we are not harming anyone else intentionally, you know, or otherwise, right? And I feel like you've been lucky. You feel like you are lucky when it comes to love, okay? Or maybe with this three here, because it's not the four, maybe you feel like you are unlucky in love. That might be a narrative that you need to take a look at, Gemini. Remember what I said, y'all can be of two minds, lucky and unlucky. Those are two extremes that y'all need to balance out here. Yeah, you have been shot by somebody's Cupid's arrow, okay, here with this love, all right? Yes, you are showing up, maybe resisting it too. So sometimes y'all can act like y'all got one foot in the door and one foot out the door, yeah, and Spirit is encouraging you. Let me try to get this without pinging it everywhere. It's encouraging you to put down your anchor. It is okay to love. It is okay to build stability in love, okay? Something is significant when it comes to the year 2020. I feel like this year made or break a lot of people, all right? We're going to see. We're going to get some tea on what it did for you, okay? So I'm going to clear away these love charms and dive into the tarot and get us some more tea here. Put these away. Y'all might be recognizing something going on in my voice when there's extreme temperature changes. My allergies act like they are going berserk and like the environment is trying to beat me up. But we'll be okay. All right. Just from being outside. So we have some songs. I'm going to read them and then I'll show them to you. Beyonce, Drunken Love. We woke up in the kitchen saying, how the hell did this shit happen? Oh, baby, drunken love. We be all night. Last thing I remember is our beautiful bodies grinding up in that club, drunk in love. Yeah, for some of you guys, y'all get involved with people just on a whim, just off a sexual, you know what I'm saying? Because you very extroverted, very much like, ooh, piece of candy. That's for me. Okay. Right? And that's okay. If y'all did have this more toxic, you know what I'm saying, start to things, y'all gonna understand that it may take some work to get where you want to be with this Ed Sheeran, thinking out loud. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's all part of a plan. I just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. All right, and bottom of the deck energy is the Weekend, Rolling Stone. Remember what I said, make sure you are not the one playing devil's advocate over here. Now you're thinking about it. Girl, you're thinking about it. What we got here, how we fucking got here. They recognize, just recognize I'm in a life without a home, so this recognition's not enough. I don't care about nobody else because I've been on these streets way too long, too long, too long. Baby, I've been on this too long. All right. So maybe you or them, y'all are kind of feeling fed up with each other's kind of bullshit. All right. Gemini, sometimes y'all can play mind games, okay? We ain't gonna sugarcoat it here. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to hear so that y'all can heal what y'all need to heal. All right, Spirit be coming through with messages. So if you have already dealt with this, then this may be talking about something in the past. All right, I'm gonna give this tough love to all the signs. All right. Yeah, because you haven't been extending anyone these solid offers. You haven't been doing the work that you need to do when it comes to showing up in love. Yeah, you haven't been accepting any of these solid offers. You getting into, you got the seats taken by this drunken love, this toxic, these karmics, these old karmas. Uh-huh. And it's preventing you from tapping into this Four of Wands, this inner harmony with yourself, with both sides of yourself in your love life. All right, because this is about happy union, marriage, harmony. Okay. Yeah, Spirit's encouraging you that you need to start using your discernment when it comes to who you are getting involved with, Gemini. Yeah, Spirit is like, most definitely. Yeah, you need to step into your own divine heart space, explore those emotions. Okay. You are capable, but you're not making the greatest choices. You need to get in touch with your higher self. Yeah, and rein in some of this, because the Queen of Wands in the upright position, this is passion, this is tapped into the spirituality, this is all of that showing up in the reverse. You just going straight for these bad boy, bad girl, toxic ass relationships. Like, that's what I like. Okay. On some Glorilla type stuff. Like, he in the streets, he outside. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that is the case, okay, then you're gonna have a lot of chaos mixed in with your harmony. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drama following you around that I don't feel like you want. Yeah, but it's not gonna be feeling very emotionally successful here with this Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in upright is that innocent nostalgia. So in the reverse, this is not gonna feel very innocent at all. That might be okay. That might be okay, except for you're showing up in your toxic femininity. We're talking energy here, not gender, you guys. It's showing up in your toxic femininity, ignoring your heart space, ignoring your higher truths, ignoring the messages that you're getting from spirit regarding these connections. Yeah, and it's going to keep you locked out of this Ten of Cups here in reverse. It's going to keep you locked out of your happily ever after because you're not listening to spirit. Or you're trying to be of two minds of the same thing. Yeah. Too much of this self-devotion can lead you straight away from exactly what you want. You do need to tap in to your faith, to something bigger than yourself here. Yeah. Spirit is trying to protect you from this future. This is not the future that they want for you in your love life. You do have a person here with this Four of Wands, a divine counterpart, actually. All right, so you may be one of those rare few, or at least a very high level soulmate, okay? They're trying to protect you and them from being in this toxic timeline together, so y'all could resolve this internal conflict. This is why you aren't, this reason why you aren't, presenting this solid offer to the person that you really want to, right? Yeah, there's still a lot of energy here that you need to alchemize. Yeah, we're going to put that right under that Queen of Wands. And this Six of Cups, this bottom row, this entire bottom row. And it's going to start with you sitting on your throne and stop getting off your throne to entertain these dodo bird ass people. These people that don't want nothing from you at all. Yeah, because Spirit is showing you that you lying to yourself and acting like you unbothered and, you know what I'm saying, you cool in all this chaos and stuff. You're not taming your inner beast. You're not showing up in your strength. You are letting your ego run the show. You're tapping into that shadow and expressing that. Yeah. And it's been very, very primal base, very sexual base, very root chakra base, very low frequency base. Okay, it's not going to get you what you want. It's not going to get you the success with this Four of Wands that you want with the Six of Cups right here showing up in reverse. All right, we got to do the work to flip that shit around. We got to alchemize. All right. Spirit's going to give us some timing messages. Yeah, trust that it will happen when it comes to this divine union and meeting this person. If you have not met them, trust that it will happen when the time is right. You do have to help it out with a lot of hard work of your own. You can't just be out here fucking around, or you gonna find the fuck out and you ain't never gonna see it, right? Exactly. Because you can't force things. So don't force things. You can't just be going for these bad boys, which is like, I want it now, spirit. Well, you're not in control. You are not in control. Yep, and as soon as you understand and you realize that you can only control what you can control, you can't control what opportunities spirit brings your way, when the timing is right for all folks involved, like this divine connection right here, this sacred unity here with this lovers over there, right? Around July. Okay. For some of you guys, remember this is a general read. It's going to take everybody's at their own different process when it comes to their self-devotion, their self-frequency. And you can be devoted to yourself in the higher frequencies. You just need to get there. You need to shift your perception on that. And it's not a fake it till you make it type of thing. You really do have to shift the belief that's impacting that choice to not make these offers towards commitment. Okay. Fall time could be significant. All right. I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'm gonna get us some heart-to-heart messages about the cards that we got here for you today. Maybe even some insights into who this potential person is. So I feel like if you're showing up like this, or maybe if you already learned this for some of you guys, and you're already trying to alchemize and flip your strength upside down and show up and be brave, right? And do the work so that you can get this dharma, this good karma, right? Spirit might give us some insights into what the quality of this relationship is coming up. Yeah, Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. Absolutely. Okay. Cherish your relationship. Remember what did I say? I love how Spirit be giving us, because I pre-shuffled all of these and a whole stack fell out and it fell face down. Yin Yang, like the Yin Yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Remember I said you have a divine counterpart, a meant for match. Spirit's telling you, y'all ain't gotta believe me. You gotta start showing up for yourself, being devoted to your higher calling, your higher potential, your obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Some of you guys be like, I don't know how to do that. As you have to find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's gonna look a little different for everyone, how they overcome their obstacles. Yeah, past lives, when we reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Yeah, you and your counterpart have had many different lives. Maybe for some of you, you are the one who is stuck in a karmic situation, or they are. Yeah, dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to try to make them a reality. So for some of you, you guys know who this is. They may not have ever been in the relationship category with you because they probably know how you move, and you probably know how they move, right? Y'all have established boundaries. Having boundaries is important. Yeah, so y'all haven't crossed those lines. With your counterpart. Exactly. Yeah, because you're admiring them. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. Okay, and you're making sure that there are things that they can admire about you, that you are showing up in ways that you are proud of, that you feel like they are authentic to you. Yeah, rekindle. That's going to help you guys rekindle this. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. Yeah, show up for them. Show them that you appreciate them. Here with cherish and dreams. Yeah. Spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. For some of you, you are on your awakening right now, learning who this is, figuring out your own personal boundaries. That's a part of those karmic lessons, right? Spirit has some advice, which we're going to get, and then we're going to get some messages from your divine counterpart. Since they are here and they've been showing up here, they are here over here in your career reading. So if you didn't check out the career reading, you may want to rewind and go do that, okay? There's some tea over there. Yeah, be honest. Heart to heart conversations are necessary. It is safe for you to talk about your feelings. Yeah, getting in touch with what you are really passionate about. Not having this intellectual distance between yourself and your heart space, because my air signs can get caught up in their head, okay? Patience. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. Yeah, you're not very patient when you're moving in this drunken love, let's get it on kind of energy. Papa was a Rolling Stone ass, okay? settle down. Spirit is telling you to sit that ass down. Yeah, there's gonna be pieces and parts of yourself that you're gonna have to let go. And for some of you guys, it's these karmic partners, okay? If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. You have to create room. A divine connection, sometimes it can't even have the opportunity to bloom or blossom when you got people that should not be there sitting in their assigned seat. Yeah. And Spirit is saying, I want you release, there's reconciliation. Someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. Let's hope it's not that karmic. They may both very well return, and you, because free will, Spirit's going to give you that, you are going to have to decide which path you take. Okay? You want to go with the divine partner, okay? Or if you want to go with these karmic partners. All right? So your divine counterpart wants you to know I love you unconditionally. This does not mean that they're going to accept your unconditional bullshit, okay? That's not what it is. They are actually going to hold up the mirror, undeniably not be able to bullshit them, okay? You just will not be able to do it. Yep, I feel you, even though we are apart. So for some of you guys, you may have never met this person, or you know who I'm talking about, and you guys have never come together. They can feel you regardless of where you guys are. They want you to know that they're becoming a better person. So you guys may mirror each other in these habits. Maybe both of you guys have some player type of energy. Yeah, and this connection, although it is energetic, it's helping them become a better person. They want you to know that. Yeah, you speak to me through music. Yeah, songs remind you guys of each other. So music could be a key part in how you guys are communicating, right? Yeah, they want you to know that just being near you is intoxicating. So maybe you and this person are not like friends. Maybe y'all just know of each other, or y'all have seen each other like kind of rotate around in the similar circles, right? Similar social circles. And you are like, ooh, just being near you is intoxicating. So I can't. They're creating them boundaries, right? They wonder if you are happy without them. They want you to know that you came closer than anyone to exactly what they want, to their heart space that they've tried to, cut themselves out of. They actually try to turn off their passion for life. They tried to like kill their spirit. Some of them felt broken by life and by experiences. But you help them revive that spirit, that spiritual side. Yeah, for some of you guys though, they believe that I know I was a distraction from your pain. So they believe that maybe even just knowing of them, like maybe you didn't do the work, or maybe that's something that they fear, or maybe they just know you didn't just know that you didn't do your homework, okay? Because you was over here getting drunk in love and lying to yourself. We are great liars to ourselves, okay? They want you to know that we will be together again. So even though they know your truths, They have faith in this. Yeah, I wish I could take back my words. So maybe you or them were harsh with each other the last time y'all spoke, but they wish they could take back their words about something. Yeah, they are waiting for a sign from you. Maybe for you to clear up this karmic, maybe for you to even be single or available or open to a real, genuine connection. Ooh, and for some of you guys, maybe the boundaries weren't really enforced, or maybe this is the karmic with I know I crossed the line with you. Be careful when you are dealing with a karmic because they talk about them false twins. In the moment when you are going through the karmic, before you ever even meet your counterpart, this will feel real. The love will feel real, the emotions will feel real, and you're wondering why the hell is this so dysfunctional? And it's because it's supposed to teach you boundaries. That is a karmic. I know I crossed the line with you. If you need to understand the difference between karmic, soulmates, and divine counterparts or twin flames, there's plenty of other readers on YouTube that create videos that explain that. We're not going to break that down right here. Yeah, because they can't stop thinking about you. They may have tried. You also may have tried. You may be in the mind where, oh, but as it's not going to work out with my divine counterpart, I might have fucked that up. They can't stop thinking about you because this is spirit's connection, and so many things remind me of you. Again, this is spirit's connection. All right. Too many times people get real confused about what love is, and they try to control the people that they love. And you're not doing anything in that energy except for yourself and them a disservice. All right. But they love you unconditionally. And I feel like you can show them that you love them unconditionally, but you have to get out of the conflict, your internal conflict. You have to let go of the idea that your paradoxical selves are at war. They are a team, okay? Gemini, you are in a unique place to understand unity within your sign. Ooh. Yeah. With this bottom of the deck energy, it is time for me to heal now. And spirit is letting you know with that healing, there's engagement. Yeah, your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's what I'm saying. You guys can do this. You can do this. It is intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. But what it doesn't do is it does not feel like it is forcing anything. It does not respond in, physical violence or any of that. Okay. Those are karmics. Okay. If you can throw hands with somebody, that is not your person. If you can throw hands for somebody like they are a stranger in the street, that is not your person. Okay. If you have to consistently prove your worth to somebody, that is not your person. Inherently, they will understand your worth. That's what I'm saying. Like, please go check out the difference between karmics, divine counterparts, twin flames, and soulmates. It is key to your discernment when you are in these like karmic relationship ass patterns, okay, that came out over here in your career. All right. We are going to transition now into spirit's advice on both your career and your love life. Okay. What was that? 48. We're going to say 4850. Okay, Gemini, fast communication. All right. All right, we need to get some light messages on what is going on with your career, with your love life. Okay, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, any significant planet or house placements that are in Gemini. If you feel called to this reading or you're finding this reading, it may apply to you. You can take a look at the career portion and the love portion, but if you're just here for the spiritual message, that's cool too. I get it. Sometimes it's just, you ain't even trying to tap into all of that, right? Yeah, spirit is letting you know to listen to your inner voice when it comes to your career and love life. This is going to be imperative. All right. Angel number 2 and 8. So balance and success. Yes. Having success in love, success in career. Listening to your inner voice, exercising that intuition is also going to be key. Yeah. To the vision, to the remembrance of who you truly are as a spiritual being having a human experience, or a divine being having a human experience, right? Because our souls are divine. They come from somewhere. They are light bodies animating our physical forms. Yeah, 40 color. So I feel like you are understanding all of your various colors and learning how to bring your two different minds, your two different heart spaces, your two different weaves, right, with the 3D and the 5D together in this beautiful, kind of on the outside, chaotic looking masterpiece, right? Yeah. Yeah. 21, soul tree. So you have significant people in your soul tree family. So some soulmates. So a karmic is a soul tree member designed to trigger you into your negative qualities so that you can take a look and become self-aware. All right, so I don't want us to get down on ourselves for going through karmic relationships, okay? It is a phase that we all have that is necessary, that someone in our soul tribe that we love and that loves us. But that's what I'm saying, that those karmics, like I said, if you can punch them in the throat, them is people from your family that was like, I'll come into the physical world and fight with you to get you to look at some shit. Okay. To help you heal from your lower frequencies. All right. Or there's past debts that was owed here with this. Yeah. Old karma. That's the theme, right? The extroverted, the beautiful minded. Because you can think that you are, of this beautiful mind and this beautiful heart and this beautiful personality until that shit is tested out with, karmic relationships and making choices that don't necessarily align with your higher self, right? Yeah. Because it's designed to prepare you for your soul mating. I always get the fantasy fiction version book of this card. Like, this is my twin flame card for this one. Your mate, your match. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 19, transformation. You're going through significant transformations in your career and your life at this time. These could be internal and or external. Take what resonates, guys. Do not resist those transformations. They are designed for your remembrance. That inner voice is your calling to your soulmate, right? And this colors and soul tree, this is a part of your soul journey. Uh-huh. And what are we having in the soul journey forwards? Yeah. Understanding that we are allowed to be sensitive, but it is not necessary for us to show up in our ego space in that sensitivity. All right. You can bring sensitivity and compassion. You can be in that more tactful energy, especially because we're not going to touch into feminine and masculine right here because we're talking about soul journeys. But yeah, you can be sensitive. You can touch into that more, I'm going to be okay, but I'm going to express this. All right, tactfully. You can not, we're not talking about burying it. We're talking about we facing it. We're not avoiding it, but we're also not just bulldozing straight through, okay, or finessing because we can finesse. All right, because Geminis are in a unique position to do that. All right, I got some soul truth questions for you guys too that you need to ask yourself. You can pause the video and write them down, and reflect on them if you're feeling called to. You can do all of them. You can do just specific ones that reach out to you. How can I deepen my trust right now? Talking about on a soul level, with yourself, with spirit. Okay. It says trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Yeah, let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. Yeah, if you trust in how you move, then what everybody else is doing is what everybody else is doing, and automatically there's that inner peace. Yeah, Spirit wants you to name all of the things that you love. Okay. Are you one of those things? Because that's important. Today's mantra is I give myself all the love and attention I need. Yeah, because some of this is a lot of attention seeking behavior with this drunken love, just wanting a connection, just wanting somebody to fill the void for that primal sexual energy, right? But that's not, that can, those things are coming, but it needs to be with, somebody that you are aligned with and that you feel safe with. And it doesn't need to just be everybody, because when everybody has access to you, that's conflicting for you too. Yeah, how can I surrender even more in this moment? How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intention of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender, let the universe have some breathing room to work, let go of the wheel, and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Yeah, there's a knowing. I feel like there's a transformation in what you are knowing and what you are understanding as far as what is possible in your career. Like that shit is expanding. Yeah, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? This is an important question to ask yourself. This is one of my cards that got the back. The back kind of got all ripped up, so I don't know what it says at the top. But when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Yep. It's important, Gemini, that you understand that, being helpful sometimes is not help. It's okay to let go of the reins and let other people figure shit out for themselves. Am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfection ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Be brave, follow your heart's compassion, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is possible. Some of y'all cringed when I just said failure is certain. You need to get real comfortable with the idea of failing, because failing is, all right, I learned something new, even though that bombed. You know what I'm saying? I learned something new. So let me keep going. Let me keep going. Are you willing to put up with failure in order to achieve success? Something you need to ask yourself about spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Yeah, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. Yeah, so this level of self-reflection is something that you definitely need. Bottom of the deck question. And y'all don't mind these rips and stuff. A pop exploded when I had all my cards set up for the Virgo reading, and I had to rip some of them literally apart so we could continue to use them. So my deck, my soul questions deck looks a little crazy, so there's a couple of other ones. For the most part, though, they all came clean, so can't be too upset. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Yeah, some of y'all are y'all's own biggest critics. Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Look at yourself with grace, with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. You are already there. All right, we're going to clean up some of these questions so we have enough room to go over this stack of divine guidance, and I can read these messages from Spirit to you guys. And then we are going to wrap it. We made great time with the Gemini reading. All right. So I'm going to place them down, and then I'll read what the messages are from Spirit. So we have number 5. All right. 16. These are divine guidance, geometry deck, oracle messages. I do not have all of these memorized. I am going to be reading from the book on this part. 11. Okay. 23. I'm seeing angel number 55. Numerology mastery number 11 is significant for Gemini. And here we have 7. Okay. And then bottom of the deck is mastery 44. Angel number 44. There isn't any mastery of 44. But I feel like you can master your relationships with others. Okay. If you look at numerology for 4 is family. Responsibility, right? Let me grab my book, get another sip of this water. All this talking. All right. Ooh, alignment. This is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and physical self. What the hell did I say? If you did not watch Career and Love Reading, you might want to check that out, okay? Because this repetition is confirmation from Spirit. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, and there is no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. Yeah, sometimes alignment can feel like Spirit is shook the shit all the way up. But yeah, this next card is going to help clarify you. Yep. This is divine guidance in your life with this on target. 16. Keep yourself focused on the outcome goal. Give me just a second. This is confirmation on target. Confirmation. Confirmation. Okay. Keep yourself focused on the outcome, goal, or result that you are aiming for right now. This card has come to you because you may be faltering or questioning yourself. Just let go of your doubts and your fears. Your life and your goals are right on target. Keep your intentions clear, stay grounded in your heart, and follow whatever intuitive nudging you may feel. Spirit is working with you on an energetic level to help you bring your dreams to fruition. Yes, I said that. I said it. Absolutely. Spirit just be spiriting. All right, 11. We got some themes. Yes, with infinite possibilities. Your daydreams are the creation of your deepest desires and wishes. While they do hold guidance as to what you are wanting and needing on your path, they also carry a creative force for manifestation. The universe is asking you to allow yourself to dream, to allow the idea that the impossible can be possible. Your greatest wishes in life are a big key to your path, and the entire universe is working with you right now to bring those dreams to fruition. The possibilities of what can be manifested are infinite. Absolutely. Be brave, guys. Let your imaginations imagine the most wonderfulest possibilities, okay? 23. Intimacy. The rose is a universal symbol of human love. This card has appeared because this is an important energy for you right now. There are two energy spirals moving into the center of the rose, which represents two people energetically coming together. If you are not in a relationship, then this card shows a new relationship on the horizon. If you are in a relationship, then this card is asking you to focus your energy there. Rekindle the romance and the passion, embrace the energy of lover. Open to the intimacy and allow yourself to be vulnerable with your partner. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself, okay? That's how we're stepping out of ego. You have to look at intimacy different. Think about intimacy different, right? Here with this 7. Yeah, heart mind. Yes, heart mind. Learning to operate from the heart is one of the single most important things we can do. It is now time to activate your heart chakra to its fullest potential. Spirit is asking that you take time to sit within the energy of your heart. Learn to breathe through your heart while you meditate by focusing your breath in your heart, feeling the loving energy you inhale and allow it to fill you. Let each exhale also be love-filled, and feel this love filling the space around you. Through this daily exercise, you become one with your heart mind, operating fully from a place of love. Yeah, absolutely. 44. Yes, divine guidance. Divine guidance. Beautiful soul, you play a very important role in the awakening of the planet. Your light is so needed here. Okay? You are always wrapped in the loving embrace of the divine. It is in those times when your tears may fall or when you feel most alone that your angels and guides are with you the most, shining their light and love on you. Not for one moment should you doubt this. You special soul are being lovingly guided and supported on your path. Divine guidance is leading you gently. Look for the signs, feel the love, and know that you are supported always. For some of you guys, it was very important that Spirit tell you that and make you feel that level of special and seen, because you are. Maybe a lot of you guys have been struggling a little bit, feeling like God or Spirit is out to get you or against you, or maybe doesn't even exist at all. It's not true. Okay? A lot of y'all came in here, things are going awry in your life because we have free will. And sometimes Spirit has to mix the shit up that we thought we wanted so that we can really clean that shit up to make room for what we do need and what we do want and how we do want to show up in the world. Okay? So like, share, subscribe. If you have enjoyed this reading, comment below. Let me know, which parts resonated with you. If you feel called to, you can share your story. Consider subscribing, joining the Divine family. These zodiac readings, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do any more of these because these are deep dives. And if I do some more of these, I'm definitely not going to put career and love in the same readings for everybody. But, yeah, support the channel, show some love. It's free to like, free to share. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next zodiac reading.